Greetings and salutations, everyone. This is Dr. Kobushi's Labyrinthine Laboratory. Well, this is a let's try, isn't it? I have run this a little bit... Wild forests and uncharted lands were no match for ale and falafel. Their friendship made every day one where strange things became familiar. Until one day, when Falafel ran into a mysterious tower deep within the forest. Unable to stop him, Ayla followed in, and her surroundings were transformed from natural to aggressively artificial. With no sign of Falafel, Ayla picked up a key, and that alone was enough to bring the tower to some kind of life. Used to forests and ancient ruins, Ayla found herself surrounded by robots, traps, and a sense of being watched. Hang on tight, Falafel! Ayla's biggest adventure yet is about to begin. This is extremely retro, isn't it? But yeah, actually, if you have any progress in the game, then there's a reset button where you delete all your progress. And it's rather reminiscent of welcome, visitor, friend. The pangs of the heart move you. But first, learning. The goal is always reach the exit. Go, visitor, friend. So yeah, it's similar to Kirby where it'll make sure you're really sure before you start on, before it resets your progress, which is very nice. I had to reset because it also resets all dialogue. Because dialogue will change when you try to replay old levels, so yeah. Gems are optional. Yep, you step on those gratings, they collapse after you step off. Make sure you know what you're doing when you go onto them. Ayla can push blocks around the board. They can be used to fill water holes so they can be crossed, or to stall and deter enemies. Visit a friend. A fiend to puzzles. Gems are optional. Gems, a sign of completion. Keys open up passages blocked by locked tiles of the same colour. Finding a key is not just about being at the right place, but also at the right time. Visitor friend understands welcome. Gems are optional. Gems, a sign of completion. Gems are optional. So fortunately, pushing a block onto a grate doesn't cause the grate to collapse. This is... Visitor friend, Devilbot. Like a demon-possessed, Devilbot will rush towards Ayla, moving 2 squares per turn. First horizontally, then vertically. Stay clear of its trigger-happy taser. Visitor friend understands hospitality. Yeah, they move a lot faster than you can. Be wary. Of course, if we want to get our hands on these gems, a sign of completion, we have to be a bit more clever about how we deal with things. Gems are optional. Gems, a sign of completion. This is a game, yeah, it doesn't have much in the way of story. Spikes are activated if someone stands on their tile, then walks off. Anyone else who stands on that tile afterwards faces a pointed demise. Ah, and now already we're getting into some complications. I can use backspace to undo turns, which is nice. Man, I only did this yesterday. You'd think I'd remember how these puzzles go. Peekaboo! Now here's the thing, if I step over here, then he's gonna catch me no matter what. I know that there's a way I can get that guy to step on those spikes, it's just escaping me at the moment. There also isn't a waste turn button, so I can't just stand up where that gem is and I can't stand up where that gem is and wait for him to get stuck in this corner. But apparently I don't have to. Remove it from this world. Survive! The horizontal movement helps a lot there. Gems, a sign of completion. Another one. Another one? Oh wow! Oh wow! 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 Ah! Wait. You're not as fluffy as the last one. Misfortune is upon you today, purple-haired one. For you have ventured unto the laboratory of... well, not mine anyway. That whole committee was rigged, I swear. A 4-year research project in developing a perfectly silent set of silly strings for puppet manic members such as myself is a perfectly good, very sensible thesis topic. As I was saying, do you think that just anyone can waltz in here? Does this look like a ballroom to you? Do I look like your dance instructor? Are my feet located in a pair of ballet slippers? Can you believe it's not Pasha? Nah, first line of defense, kid. And probably your last. Zap traps alternate between open and closed states each turn. They can be crossed safely when closed, and will zap you when open. That's a deceptive term. When they are open is when you want to walk onto them. Because if you step onto them while they're closed, they'll be open by the time you land on the square. Well then at least don't play the victim! So yeah, we've had enough time with the computer tutorial friend. It's okay, Anton. She won't get much further. The puzzles are going to have a severe jump in difficulty now. I actually do remember how this one is solved though. Now you're permanently stuck there. Of course, if I want to get this brick back so I can push it in the water, I've got to lure you over here. No use crying over spilled nuts and bolts. But now we have actual opponents on the monitor, and this is going to make the game far more interesting. I think rather than the puzzles, it's the interactions with the puppets that make this game fun. That wasn't even my final puzzle. You'll have to excuse me. It looks like I've forgotten to introduce myself. My name's Anton, and it feels like I've been here a billion years! Not cut out for real liability, they said. I'm stuck in the underground levels, designing brilliant mazes and labyrinthine traps for squirrels and chipmunks. While that wine-carrying, monocle-wearing snob, that prim and pretty little kitty, and that knife-swiping, bike-riding punk take 3 whole floors! Sheer utter favoritism! You know how hard it is playing traps for chipmunks? Well, it's an underrated skill, you see. Be that as it may, if you want to sneak in here, you'll have to first face the puppet panics. That's us. Me. First. Then be defeated by our ingenious puzzles. That's the maze you just escaped. Unscathed. Without as much as a scratch. But alas, you are far from through. With I, the great Anton. Brilliant, precocious, glistening, lustrous, bedazzling, luminous intellect. Your beginner's luck will soon fade. Fade darker, yet darker. Drowned out by the sheer glow of my formidable labyrinths. So, this one actually stumped me a lot. Because there's not many moves you can make. If you try to go straight for the stairs, as you can see, he's gonna catch up before we get a chance to get away from him. And if you go to the left, then obviously he's gonna catch you a lot sooner. So we have this. This doesn't look like much easier of a situation, look much better of a situation, does it? But the fact that they always move horizontally first is very important. It's okay, Anton. She won't get much further. Now here's the real trial, isn't it? We have to get him stuck into this corner here. I know how this goes. Hang on. How did I do this one? Horizontally first. You have to remember that these guys aren't as smart as you. They move in very simple patterns. Horizontally first. Incidentally, they do have dialogue if you get caught by the traps or if you hit restart. Excuse me, you missed my brilliant trap! Bugbot. Slow but determined. Bugbot will walk towards Ayla 1 square per turn. Attempting first horizontally, then vertically. Watch out for the hammer. Of course, because they move at the same speed you do, you don't have to worry that much. Also, if you look to the top right, there's a new collectible. Hey, put that back! So if we step to the right, then we're getting zapped. Horizontally, then vertically. Picking up the gems gets a reaction of annoyance, but getting these save files, or floppy disks, let's be fair, it's been so long since floppy disks have been a thing that people have gotten at what floppy disks even are. But that always gets a reaction of complete astonishment. That's not what that level was designed for. Don't you just love it when there's catchy ringtones in a dialogue-based game, and you can just leave it sitting on that screen and have it play out infinitely? Now look what you've done. Yeah, hold on. Basement, Anton speaking. As always, fantastic puzzles, fantastic. Yes, Doctor, I'm so glad to hear it. Wow, swell. That does sound like a great deal indeed, sir. She does have an eye for fashion. No, I mean, yes sir, but no need. Antoine's got it under control. Sandals. He got a good deal on a pair of Crocs. Even I know better than to criticize Janine's fashion sense. You think I'm off my rocker? Oh, you poor sweet summer child. Anyway, at least he wasn't asking about you. So, getting to the exit. Quite complicated. The thing is, I did do this one recently, but that doesn't mean that I recall it entirely. Hey there. Horizontally before vertically, horizontally before vertically. I didn't see anything. Horizontally before vertically. It definitely makes you nervous, doesn't it? Now here's the question. Step right. It's okay, Antoine, she won't get much further. Horizontally before vertically. That's not what I designed that level for. Arrow tiles can only be entered from one direction and can be exited from any direction other than the one entered from. Hey, it's a bug bot again. What we need to do is lure him into this area. And he's caught! He can't get out! Now you're caught as well. Well then, at least don't play the victim. Granted, I've only made it slightly into the next zone because this game actually gets extremely difficult. That's not what I designed that level for. Okay. Okay. Do you even know whose puzzles you mock? Do you even know who you're dealing with? Spectacular, splendiferous, resplendent, magnificent, superlative, perspicacious, sagacious, ingenious! That's me, that's Anton! And you're not going to convince me? that someone as smart as me is going to have to first deal with a tiny little fuzzy fluffy little furball, somehow making short work of his candy puzzles, only to be followed by a purple-haired clown shoe donning weirdo as the second act. Perhaps you are not familiar with my body of work. Well, allow me to enlighten you, peon. Anton P001, the very first successful puppet panic. As you can clearly see here on my certificate, great at being a puppet, especially great at panicking. A highly marketable skill set. Imagine for a moment, if you will, you are a chef who is also a ventriloquist. How else will you mix those ingredients and amuse guests? With one single instrument. And now that you're here, I'll catch an intruder and earn the recognition that I perfectly profoundly deserve. Oh, Anton, they'll all exclaim! Truly a splendiferous, as it says on the box. Hey, I just oiled that one! Maybe I should just let him catch me once, just so we can see what he has to say about it. Okay, now let's think this over. Well then, at least don't play the victim. I think this is how you do it. That's really completely unnecessary. Yeah, we need to move this one into place first. Stealing another mad scientist's gems? That's just low. But wait, maybe we don't even need to step on that one at all. No, wait, yes we do. We need it to so we can get a better view at this box. That's stealing! The broken clock is right twice a day, Anton. Turrets rotate 90 degrees clockwise once per turn. Any moving creature caught in their line of sight is toast. Put it back! Keep in mind that moving into their sight isn't the problem. The problem is that they move after you move, and if they turn to see you, then you're toast. One, two, but they also move before enemies do? Don't you know how much these things cost? Believe me, this one actually took me a lot of time to figure out. Down, up, right, down. Wait, no. Right, up, Then left because the one at the bottom is going to face up. Keep in mind that you can't undo when you're actually killed by something. Well then, at least don't play the victim! He's going to be looking down. If you step to the left, step down first. The broken clock is right twice a day, Anton. God damn it. Hold on. Yes? The sensors? Irregularities? Nothing to be concerned about, sir. Just a bit of testing on my end. The robot must have set... But of course we have purple-haired robots, sir. You don't recall at the last tenants meeting? Oh, that's probably just big fluffy dust ball. How did a dust bowl solve my puzzles? Well, you see, sir, as a result of my latest research into the domain of artificial intelligence, I have managed to create Smart D-Dusty. Smart... He was just talking flat out. I had no control of his dialogue there. Because, it's lighter than air design. Yes, of course it can also serve as a loofah. Immediately, sir. Just after I get rid of the software bugs. Fantastic! Just fantastic! Terrific! Okay, do me a favor. Can you just, when taking the stairs, go on ahead and take him straight out of here? Teleporters transport Ayla from one tile to another tile of the teleporter of the same color. I feel like we've just about hit the cutoff mark. This is fun, but it's only fast because I already remember most... It's not a perfect recollection, but I do remember most of these puzzles. We'll slow right down when we get to new ones, so I don't see this happening as an actual LP, but it is a lot of fun. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.